Good day, smart viewers, and welcome to Face to Face. As we know, youth hold the biggest stakes at the development of our country, and we would like to know what does it take for youth to better handle our country. So today we have a really interesting guest from APGM. This is Princess Hilary.
Yeah.
Hi, Princess. So, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm absolutely
Okay, so probably the viewers would like to know more about you. So, can you please introduce yourself to the viewers?
Hello, everyone. My name is Princess Lady Keisha Hilary, and right now I'm studying in University of Indonesia, major in law, batch 2014, and right now I'm working in my own NGO, APGM, or Aliansi Pemberdayaan Generasi Muda. That's all.
So, that's the organization of youth. We would like to know why you concern particularly in the youth issues. Why youth?
Yeah, well, it's basically when it started when I was joining some exchange programs, and then I went around, travel around Europe, and then I saw that the young generation in that country, they're very passionate to build their country and then to empower others. That's the very main reason, and also because my friends and I have some kind of perspective about the young generation, that youth or young generation as the next generation of Indonesia, of our country, they have a very important role to be a navigator for our country. So they have an important role to to build this country, whether is it in a good way or in a bad way. So they are the key to build this country and to develop our country.
You said you got the perspective. Do you think that our youth still don't get their perspective, or what is the problem that caused the difference in the development of youth in Indonesia?
Well, yeah, actually, our young generation already have that perspective, yeah, but maybe they don't know how to implement it, or they don't know how to empower others. That's why my friends and I built or established our NGO to be a vessel for them to empower others.
Okay, that's really interesting. Probably you can tell us a bit about the background. Why do you have this intention to build this platform for the youth, for your NGO? How was the background of that?
Yeah. Actually, because we see this situation about young generation of Indonesia, especially in education for young generation of Indonesia, we see that there are lots of young generation that they don't have any access to go to school, or they can get chances to get to the higher level for education. That's why we come. In our organization, we have the project, educational project. That's why we come, and then we are being the vessel for them to exchange ideas and then to build or create good generations and future leaders for Indonesia.
Okay,
so because we know that there are some facts in Indonesia itself that the young generation is.
Yeah, that's really interesting. How do you see the current issues of the youth in Indonesia that makes the urgency?
Well, there are some youth issues in Indonesia that still remain problem here in Indonesia. First is about the unemployment rate. In Indonesia itself, there are almost 45% of people in productive age that doesn't have any work or jobs. And also the second is about the health and primary education. According to World Economic Forum, there are 4 basic requirements for global competitiveness, and the most crucial thing is about health and primary education. And Indonesia itself has been ranked in 80 out of 140 countries.
Okay.
And in Jakarta, if we can see in Jakarta, there are almost 50% out of population in Jakarta that they can't, or that they don't have any chances to go to school or have good education, something like that.
Okay. Do you see that government still don't give enough chances or platform for the youth to grow?
Well, actually, the government, first of all, we have to know that the government has a very important role in here for youth, and actually they have so many programs to empower the young generation, especially in education. Like the government right now, they have subsidy programs, and then in Jakarta itself, we call it Kartu Jakarta Pintar, for the student who go to a public school. And yeah, I think the government itself, they already do a great job. But one thing that I want to say in here, that it's not just the duty of government, but it's also our responsible. And how can we act? We can act in a simple way. Like my friends and I, like in our organization, we're like open class and then teach the children, teach the young generation and motivated them so they can walk out of their destiny. Because the children that we teach, they're coming from the, like low income family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes the government, as a policymaker, they sometimes give you restrictions to probably open a class, to do something.
No,
Does that
no.
give you like
No,
restrictions?
actually they're not. They're very support us. Like right now, APGM gonna expand our projects. Yeah,
Okay.
expand our projects. Our projects called Living by Studying, and we're gonna do it in several administrative agencies, or in Indonesia we called it kelurahan. In some kelurahan in Jakarta. Yeah, and they're very support us. And also we're going to like go to the governor of Jakarta, and then
So you also make some partnerships with the government, with
we do
private companies as
yeah,
well.
Yeah, they support
Okay.
us very well.
That's really interesting. And how about the project so far? Do you have current project that you're going to do?
Actually, our organization have 3 main projects. The first is about the Living by Studying, which I will tell you later. And then
Okay.
the second is our workshop and seminars, where our organization collaborate with other organization and organize some seminars. The latest seminars that we already done last month is seminars about how to build nationalism inside the
Okay.
young generation, and then like anti-drug campaign, and then movement about anti-communism and something like that. And then the third is about our organization has this project called entrepreneurship training. So we train people, like poor people and people who live in a low-income family or society, and we build their creativity to walk out from their destiny, and then something like that.
Okay, so you think through the workshops you can reach all of those people and then educate them?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, do you sometimes find difficulties in reaching them? Like, how can you gather them to come to this workshop, come to this seminar, since you know that not all of them have this technology, probably called internet, or probably they don't have the TV? How can you inform them?
Well, that's why we need to go to them. Like, we reach them, like literally we go to their area, and then sometimes we also collaborate with the administrative agency there, like the kelurahan. That's the way.
So you're gonna come there and then tell to the head of the agency, and then they'll spread it locally.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really interesting. And I'm more interested in one of your workshops about educating those people.
the
And
lips.
how efficient do you think that will teach them? How efficient is that?
Well, until right now, it is efficient. Absolutely, yeah. So, first of all, I would like to tell more about my project about LIPS. So LIPS is like an educational projects where we, in this project, we teach the children not just about English or any other subjects, but we also teach them about character building and motivated them to be a better man in the future of Indonesia.
Okay.
And until right now, in the future, we would, our objectives is that we want them to be more like well conversed in English, and also they can, have a, being motivated by this program and so on.
Okay, that's really interesting. And probably we're gonna talk more about the workshop. You said one of your workshop is about the anti-communism, is it right?
Yeah.
That's really interesting. But we will talk about that in the next segment. So stay tuned in Face to Face, and we'll talk more about the youth development. So see you soon. So welcome back to Face, and it was really interesting topics. We talked about the youth empowerment and youth development. So welcome back, Princess.
Yeah.
Welcome to this studio. So we were talking about the workshops. One of them is the anti-communism. I know it's a quite sensitive topic, but what was it about?
So okay, basically it's actually it's about like because by the way, this anti-communism campaign we were collaborating with other organizations, and this organization they're very have this nationalism, and they that they think, and we think too, that Indonesia has a problem about ideology, and like Indonesia must be saved, something like that. That's why we built this, or we organized this anti-communism movement, something like that.
Okay, like, do you have some problem or some scare, like when you are collaborating with someone, or when you combine certain topics with the youth development topics, that it might cause a deviation in what you really want to teach, plus what do they teach to the youth? Right?
Well, actually not, yeah,
Uh-huh.
because what we are teaching to our children, it's just the same like what I've told you in LIPS itself. We teach about character building and then nationalism, and then motivated them. And I think it's just same with this anti-communism movement that we take, that we organize with other organization, and I think it's just the same. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, so we were talking about what you were doing in APGM, but what is really this APGM? How do you form this? Like when was it formed, and
Yeah.
viewers might want to know.
Yeah, APGM itself, it is established in 2013, and it was formed on a date in 2015. My friends and I established this organization because we have the same visions, because we have the same goals to empower others, and also this organization itself is integrated by Sir Sutioso. Right now, he is the head of National Intelligence Agency, and then we built this organization, and then we have some projects, and then right now we want to expand our projects to some or several administrative agencies.
Okay, do you find some difficulties when you first built this platform organization?
Yeah. The
was it?
difficulties, the first difficulties is that we are very difficult to find someone that have the same vision with us. Yeah.
What
and then
was the
volunteers.
vision specifically?
Yeah, our vision is for being a vessel for young generation, so they can exchange ideas in APGM,
Okay.
and also creating and building good generations, and also future leaders for Indonesia. And we just difficult to find some people that have visions like us. Like some people, like they don't really care about, I don't care about the young generation, or blah blah blah, something like that.
So, what's the solution? Like, how can you finally find someone with the same vision? Do you build the vision, or you just find someone with the vision?
I just find someone with the visions. Like like my friends and I, we always go to like some seminars, and then the seminars, and then any other workshops, and there we find people with the same visions with us.
Okay, and you're in this organization. You're going to gather youths from all over the place so that you can make this organization as a vessel. But if you find them not having the same vision, what can you do to make them having the same vision? Because you need someone who has the same vision in order to move together.
Yeah, actually, to move together, to move all the young generation in Indonesia, we don't need all the young generations too. Like what Mr. Sukarno ever said that give me 10 young persons that they can change the world. So actually, my friends and I, we're just like 10 persons in our organization, and we can educate other young generation to have the same vision with us. So, yeah.
So the point is education, and
Yeah,
do you think
educate
it's
them.
hard to educate someone having different vision, because it's like changing their mindset?
No, maybe there is some difficult, but well, it's not really that difficult, you know, because we also have like some strategies, and yeah, we did great.
Okay.
Until right now, we do it great.
So right now, what you're currently doing is teaching like workshops,
Seminars.
doing the
Entrepreneurship
teaching,
trainings.
entrepreneurship trainings, and
Yeah.
also teaching in the agencies. And do you have another vision, like another plan ahead? So like probably you're gonna spread your wings to not only
Yeah,
regencies.
yeah.
Probably, what is it?
Yeah, we have a plan to expand our projects like, around Indonesia, and we also want
Okay.
and we also have a plan to like we reach the children in rural areas in Indonesia, like in Kalimantan or Papua or something
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really interesting, and we also like to ask the smart viewers to probably join them. Like here, we can see the posters of the volunteer recruitments. Where is the posters? Ah, that's posters. Probably you can explain to the smart viewers where is
yeah.
this about?
Yeah, actually, right now, like what I said, that we're going to expand our project, Living by Study Goes to Kelurahan. That's the project name. And we need a young generation who wants to be a volunteer. So we call for volunteers, and the volunteers will teach the children in need or poor children in several administrative agencies or Kelurahan. Yeah, so if you like to join with us and become our volunteers, you can submit like your CV and motivation letter and send it to our email.
What is the email? Probably you should tell the email to viewers.
contact@epgm.or.id.
Okay, that's interesting. And for the smart viewers, you're probably interested in joining this and be a change for the youth generation. Give some of your energy to change, for a change of better society. So about that volunteer program, can you tell us more about the program inside there?
Oh yeah, volunteers program about the LIPS.
Yeah,
itself.
about what are you going to do for when you get a volunteer? Was it teaching or?
Yeah, we're gonna place some volunteers in some administrative agencies, and they're gonna teach in English. They're gonna teach the children, and then what they're gonna teach is like character building, and we have our own syllabus and our academic system, and yeah, that's what they're gonna do. And then they're gonna collaborate with exchange participants, because our project Living by
Yes.
Studying Goes to Kelurahan
From
also
Isaac, is it?
also collaborate
really
with
great.
Isaac Binus.
Wow,
Yay.
Ooh, that's really great. Isaac Binus. Remember that
Yeah,
name?
yeah.
Isaac Binus. Yeah. So anyway, besides studying, do you have another plan? Like probably, like environment project. Do you have that kind of project besides teaching, or is it currently still teaching?
Yeah. Also about the environment project. Yeah. So inside these LIPS, we have a project too. We called it Save for Your Future project. So it's a project like the children who wants to come to our school, our free school, they need to bring some like recyclable stuffs like bottle plastics, and then after that those recyclable stuffs will use it and then make it into like handicraft or something, and then we sell it, and then the money will be used for them too, for their needs. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the environmental project until right now. So we
Okay.
teach them
So it's
to
inside
care.
that
Yeah.
teaching project. Yeah, that's really interesting, and we're going to talk more about this in the next segment. So stay tuned on Face to Face. Welcome back to Face, still with Princess Hilary. And now we are going to dig more about APGM. What is the organization itself? What is their frameworks, their strategy? So, how is it? Like, do you have some framework or strategy of approach for this young generation that makes it efficient for you to convey your ideas?
Yeah, we have our own strategy. We call it 2x3 approach, which is 6. The first step is we do an interaction, like we approach people and then we introduce our organization and then we exchange perception and then we also sharing about what is the problems in Indonesia right now or in that area that we visit, and then what is the situation and conditions, and then we're gonna make an action or movement. That's the second step. We're gonna make an action, and then from this action, we're gonna impact others, and then the last is we're gonna build a sustainability like that. Yeah, we expand our projects, and then people will like follow us or something.
Okay, so the first one is interaction. The next one is the action. The third one is sustainability. Okay, how do you make this action based on the interaction? Like, do you have the same program? I mean, based on your experience, do you have the same interaction for every? Do you have the same action for every interaction?
Same action. Same action for every interaction.
Yeah, like you said, you do the interaction first and then the action. Like, what specifically is the action?
Well, actually, for the action itself, it depends on the situation.
For example?
Yeah, like what we already done, like in Pancoran, itself. We do an interaction with the local people there, and then their head of administrative agencies, and they said that they really need program about or projects about environment projects about like recyclable stuffs and make it into something worth it. We and when we know that they want to do that kind of action, and then we do that action, and it's different.
What do you do
it
there?
depends. It depends on their situation there.
What do you do, like recycling or?
Yeah, because most
cutting
of the
trees?
people in that area around Pancoran, their job is like they. Like what?
Collecting the stuff.
In Indonesia, we called it pemulung.
Yeah.
So we do like an entrepreneurship trainings there, and some of their stuff, their recyclable stuff that they already collect, we make it into something like handicraft, and then we sell it. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we use it for their children's activity too in LIPS.
Okay. How about the restrictions that you sometimes face when doing your projects? Do you have like probably the policy from the regency, or probably some people like don't really like it so that they don't want to listen?
Yeah, luckily until right now there's no restriction at all. Like all people in that area and all people that we met, they're very, very support us until right now. And like I said, that our LIPS is going to expand into several administrative agencies, and they're very support us. Yeah.
Okay, so your approachment system is first from the head of the regency, and then the head of the regency will spread the news to their people, and then you will go there. Is that right?
Yeah. That's for the LIPS goes to Kelurahan. But for what we already done, the first step is we just like educate the children in some poor area, and then the people there, their community will like just spread the news about our organization that educate their children, and it will be heard to the head of administrative agencies, and then we go there, something like that.
Okay. Do you have this breakthrough plan, like to make your organization well known or probably different from our other organization? Because we know like you also in Indonesia there's a lot of youth organization, and what can you do to make your organization well known and stand out like different from others?
Well, the breakthrough plan that make us different. Yeah, yes. Right now, what we do actually it's very different from other youth organization because until right now there is no young generation or youth organization that can collaborate with other administrative agencies until right now.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's make us different because we do it in several administrative agencies. Yeah.
That's really cool. And yeah, so can you tell us more about the next plan that is near from now that you're going to do? Are you going to approach another regency or teach
Yeah.
to the area?
In the future, we have a plan to approach other administrative agencies, and also in the future, my friends and I plan to build a school. It's called School as an Innovation Center. So there will be LIPS project there, and then we're gonna open like an arts class for poor children to yeah.
Yeah, so smart viewers, here we have the video from APGM to explain more about APGM. So here it is.
Oke, yuk mulai ya. Kalau misalnya temennya nggak tahu, langsung kasih aja bukunya nggak apa-apa. 1, 2, 3, start.
One day a little boy dreamed to be an astronaut, but the coach know how to reach his dream. Oh man, I am confused right now.
Aliansi Pemberdayaan Generasi Muda atau yang disingkat APGM didirikan pada tanggal 30 November 2013 dan diresmikan oleh Bapak Sutioso, Kepala BIN atau Badan Intelijen Negara.
Saya Lurah Pengadegan. Saya sekarang berada di tengah-tengah daripada aliansi pemberdayaan generasi muda, dan mereka sekarang sedang mengajarkan bahasa Inggris bagi anak-anak yang tidak mampu. Ini salah satu bagi saya merupakan usaha ataupun sinergi antara pemuda aliansi pemberdayaan generasi muda terhadap anak-anak yang tidak mampu ini. Dengan adanya pemuda-pemuda yang bersinergi dengan mereka, yang peduli dengan mereka, ini mereka dapat lebih bersaing lah kepada anak-anak yang lain. Seperti saya, mudah-mudahan aliansi pemberdayaan generasi muda ini bisa lebih maju lagi berkiprah, baik itu di Pengadegan, di Pancoran maupun di tempat-tempat lain.
Saya senang karena anak saya sekarang ada perubahan. Nilai bahasa Inggris di sekolah juga makin bagus. Saya sih berharap pendidikan ini dilanjut. Karena kan les bahasa Inggris itu kan mahal. Sedangkan saya kan nggak punya biaya untuk ngelesin anak saya.
Komunitas yang kecil ini kami dapat menjangkau generasi muda di seluruh Indonesia untuk mewujudkan visi kami. APGM, Be the Brightest Young Generation. Kosong!
That was a really great video from APGM, and we see that you work with those kids and having a great time with them. Probably you can share us how is the experience that you have with them. So probably you have this one cute kids who really like to learn, or probably you have this one kids who don't want to listen.
Yeah. There are lots of like the kids. Actually, for the first time, almost all the kids, they don't want to learn what we told them, but actually we have like some kind of rules in our class, and then we just like because because what we teach is about character building too. So we have some rules, and they have to like being disciplined. One of the most powerful rules in our class is when I said be quiet, and then all of the students they'll like do this. Shh. They do this, and it's very powerful when they're being like anarchists or something like that. Yeah, and also because the students that we teach, they're from like what I said, poor family or low-income family. Like some volunteers that come with us or teach with us too. Some volunteers said that, oh my God, they're so sorry, they're so smelly or something like that because you know, like they live like they live in that kind of area, and but actually because we have love and we love the children, so it doesn't matter anymore.
Love is powerful. Wow. So and how about when you are about to approach those kids, having the condition of them living there, do you think they have the specific mindset that you need to change for you to proceed to the next level of developing them?
Yeah. They have. That's why we make this project and the motivational learning, because first they have this mindset that we were born poor, so we're gonna die in a poor situation too. That's why we have to motivate them, and then we have to like motivate them to walk out of their destiny. Like they don't have to think about it anymore. And then also we motivated them to dream as high as they can. Like one example is for the first time when I asked my students like, what is your biggest dream? And then they said that they want to be like in Indonesia we call it tukang bangunan. Yeah,
the construction workers.
Yeah, the construction. Okay, and then like a driver or something, like their parents. And yeah, it's just like inadequate jobs and low-income jobs. But after we teach them and educate them, and then we motivated them, now they know about what is diplomat, what is
doctor.
Yeah, doctors, and then some of them want to become actors too, something like that. Yeah.
So you want them to have their version of success.
Yeah.
That's really great. But when you teach those kids and their parents still have that mindset, do you think it will disturb the development? Like, because you don't teach the parent, like when they go back in the home, are you afraid that they're gonna be given that same kind of mindset again?
No, actually, when we approach the kids, we also approach the parents, right? And like what I said, they're very, very like support us. And sometimes like once in a month, we also do like parents meeting. Yeah, something like that.
What do you do in the parents meeting?
Yeah, we told them about the improvement of their kids, and then what like from the parents meeting, we know what the parents want for their children, and in result from that parents meeting, we know that their parents don't have this same mindset like their children. Like they still want that their children have to be like success in the future.
Yes, that's really interesting. And we still have the last segment, and we will talk more about youth development and about APGM. So stay tuned on Face to Face. Welcome back to Face, and we're still with Princess Hillary, and we're going to talk more about APGM. So we were in the part where you do the parents meeting. What exactly you want from the parents gathering besides to report them? How is their kid going in your program?
Yeah, actually, from the parents meeting, besides the report the children, we also want to know their
Mindset.
yeah, something like that, their mindset, and then we want to know their response to our activity, like their response to our activity, yeah, something like that, and we also want to give them like. We want to give them message that not just in our organization, but you also have to educate your children in your home, something like that.
Do you also give them the material of how to educate their kids in their own house, like, or how is it?
No, actually, we don't really like give materials, but like we told them what we did to their kids, and like you can implement it in your house, like to build their character and something like, and to motivate them always, something like that.
Okay. How is your system? Do you have like a contract with the regency? Like, for example, you're going to teach them like twice a week for 3 months, or how is it?
Yeah, we have like a contract for with the administrative agencies, and then we also give them the schedules, and then and then they just sign it, and then they provide places for us.
How long is it?
It's
usually?
it's actually for 2.5 months.
2.5 months. Okay. So, what do you do to ensure that the sustainability? Because you said one of your approach is sustainability. After that 2.5 months, what are you going to do to ensure that you can sustain what you've taught them?
Well, yeah. What I mean in sustainability means that because in our project, Living by Studying, after the motivational learning, we have the other class, the other program. It's called Intermediate English courses.
Okay.
Yeah. So after the motivational learning, the children will get to the free English courses that we have. We open the class, and then and then the children will study there. And also in sustainability, what I said in sustainability, it means that there will be other people that will like join us and then teach the children, and then the children, after they finish the free English courses, the class that we open, they will become our volunteers too. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. After they get what we already give them, they will give to the community too.
Okay, so that's the sustainability. And so far, do you find any challenges in finding the volunteers?
Until right now, not really. There's no like difficulties in finding volunteers. That's why we always like spread our like posters and everything. Yeah, and there are quite a lot of people who wants to join.
That's really good. And we've gone to the end of our session today in Face to Face, and we've heard from APGM, from Princess Hillary, how youth can make such a difference, and how APGM is such a vessel for the youth generation, and how can we join them to make the change as well. So if you're interested in joining them, you can search at apgm.or.id, or probably approach their social media. And so this is the end of our program, and we would like to thanks to the crew, to Binus TV, and to APGM themselves. So see you again next Friday on Binus TV. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.